Hello again. Welcome to our study, Road Signs and Detours. This is road sign number 8. Full disclosure, an alien agenda? That's the question. And we're going to do this in 3 sessions, so you need to get to stay with me on this one because it's a little bit on the unique side. What is full disclosure? Well, again, road signs and detours, sign number 8. Let's pray. Father, open our eyes, open our spirits, open our minds to understand, not with preconceived understandings, but understand exactly what is happening before us. Be with us as we study, and we'll give you thanks and praise in Jesus' name. Road Signs and Detours, session number 1, an alien agenda. Is there such a thing? Let's find out. So, what is full disclosure? Let's define it. Well, simply it is the act of the government to be honest and forthright. Now, I hear some of you laughing, the government to be honest and forthright, as to what it means about certain things, deeming matters of national security. I love that phrase. It's a matter of national security. What does that mean exactly? It means none of your business, actually, is what it means. So, what is full disclosure? Well, full disclosure says we're going to tell you everything we know. Really? Have they ever done that before? I don't think so. Well, it is briefing the populace about matters heretofore that were considered security issues or top secret. Now, what are they going to tell you? Exactly what they want you to know and nothing else. There's lots of secrets. And as one gentleman that I knew very well, I grew up with, he said, there are things you just don't need to know. And he was in a position to say just that as a direct result of what he did for a living. Yeah, I didn't ask, and he wouldn't have told me anyway. So it is the understanding that the government is going to tell us what they know about certain things. In fact, years ago, there was a presidential candidate that said, if elected, there will be full disclosure. Well, that individual was never elected, and we do know of one president that, yeah, he flew all the way into Area 51 and got off the airplane and said, I want to know what's going on here. And they told him, all due respect, Mr. President, get back on the airplane, go back to Washington, take care of your end of stuff. We got this. In other words, it's none of your concern. We'll handle it. We'll do what we do, and this is not to be too blunt about it, Mr. President, this is above your pay grade. He left. Oh, yeah, there she is, Hillary Clinton, in her bid to become the first female American president, stated the year 2017 was to be the year of full disclosure. Well, guess what? She didn't, and it wasn't. In this particular situation, she was referring to what our government knows about extraterrestrial life and UFOs. So, what do they know that we don't know? A lot. While we may never be fully aware of the happenings of Roswell, New Mexico in July of 1947, we can see clearly, in a matter of utmost importance, something did in fact occur, whatever it was. The Roswell incident today and the matters surrounding it still has an above top secret classification. What does that mean? It means it's not discussed. It isn't like we know it, but you and I look at one another and shake our heads. No, it's not discussed at all. It's above top secret. And even the president himself, supposedly, has no idea what's there or what happened. And we probably never, ever will. The government lied numerous times about the incident, and the matter still has a shroud of mystery that 75 years later still prompts the conspiracy theorists to demand answers. You know, like my friend said, there are things you just don't need to know. And he meant exactly what he said. Imagine, if you will, the average individual when they're told on the 6 o'clock news, oh, yeah, there's a bunch of aliens running around. They all look like you. Anybody that even looks like you or even looks like you don't look and doesn't act the way you think they should act, you might say, well, they're probably an alien. People would be shooting people left and right. They're doing that now, and there's still no evidence to the fact that they're here. Or is there? Well, there's a subtle and deliberate indoctrination. Now stay with me on this. As many have concluded and has been hotly debated, there was an incident with an aircraft of unknown origin. Regardless of whether we believe in the UFO phenomenon, we are constantly faced with the possibility that we are not alone in the universe. So whatever happened in 1947, they decided, well, we're going to have to indoctrinate the people to at least understand they're not alone. So how do we do that? Now, this indoctrination has gone on for a long time, and I'll show you what I mean. Science is now slowly and meticulously indoctrinating the masses that we will soon experience the knowledge that we are not the only civilization that inhabits the far reaches of space. There's others out there, as they'll tell you. Well, consider the following, and here begins the indoctrination. Stay with me. The decade of the 1950s produced some 200 science fiction movies. Now, many had the storyline of aliens being sent to Earth, and man began to subtly be taught that we're not alone. And that began in the 1950s. Okay, 75 years ago. Oh, there was a movie that came out. Hey, one of my favorites, The Day the Earth Stood Still. Yeah, Klaatu Barada Nikto. You remember the phrase there if you're a sci-fi person, that great big rubber guy carrying the girl and all that. Yeah, actually, 8B from Mayberry was in that movie as well. Obviously a lot younger than she was in 1960. But nonetheless, The Day the Earth Stood Still scared the daylights out of people. I believe that was 1951. There's the big rubber guy in the back. And there's the spaceship. The idea was that the spaceship lands on the White House lawn and the door comes open and out comes a man that looks kind of like you and I, and he says, "Take me to your leader." Sounds good, an interesting story. And they did a remake of this movie. The Day the Earth Stood Still. Patricia Neal, Michael Rennie, and Hugh Marlowe. Big rubber guy. Wonder whatever happened to him. Probably in some Hollywood back parking lot. The 1960s come around. Yeah, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Watched it about 6, 8, 10 times and still don't understand what they're talking about, but it was cool. Star Trek. It's amazing. 1966 it gets its start. In 2016 it was 50 years old. Can you imagine? How many Star Trek movies have there been made, and how many series on television have gone on, and how many spin-offs? The idea, once again, we are not alone. That guy might live next door to you. I'm pretty sure he lives down the street from me. The 1970s, yep, there's Darth Vader. How many movies have been made on that, and how many billions of dollars have been made on aliens from outer space? Some of them are nice guys, some of them not so nice. Darth Vader, Princess Leia, and it goes on and on and on. You got to wonder just how many billions of dollars have been made from Star Wars toys alone. And then it got funny. Now we had My Favorite Martian, which I thought was funny. There was Mork and Mindy, which was slapstick comedy. But my favorite was Alf, Alien Life Form. Again, sitcoms, funny stuff. We're taking the American populace, we're saying, hey, everybody's not here to kill. The aliens are not here to have us for dinner, physically. They're here to entertain us. Mork and Mindy, Alf, all of them. It got funny. Well, there's Alf, Alien Life Form, and I'm sorry, folks, but it was a funny show. The only thing that wasn't funny, the fact that Alf liked to eat cats. The cat lovers didn't find that very funny, but us dog lovers thought it was funny as it could be. There's Alf. Well, Third Rock from the Sun, and then I'm not sure who these folks are. They might live the other end of the street. And then, oh yeah, don't forget Lost in Space. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. Yeah, it went on and on and on. And there's Mulder and Scully, I think their names. The truth is out there. And yeah, the truth is out there somewhere if you can find it. Once again, we're indoctrinated seriously, dramas, serious dramas, not so serious dramas. And then it was V. I remember when V came out, somewhere around the end of the movie, it said, we'll be back in about 20 years. And guess what? They did come back. The series came back some 20 years later. Visitors from outer space. We're not here to hurt you. We're here to help you. At least that's what they told everybody. I'm not sure where these folks live, but we're going to leave them stay right where they're at. Their target? Kids. Why not? It's easier to indoctrinate a kid than it is an adult. So if the kids grow up thinking, okay, yeah, there's aliens out there somewhere, and they look at them. I mean, just because one's got 3 eyes doesn't make them a bad person. The kids are already indoctrinated. Sitcoms, cartoons, movies, miniseries, dramas, reality series. Through the paranormal, we are indoctrinated. And we're told the truth is out there. Somewhere, the truth is out there. What do we do with it? How do we look at it? What do we accept? What do we accept as somebody's vivid imagination, or what do we accept as reality? Could we be alone? Well, guess what? We've got 2 more sessions to find out. Independence Day, one of the blockbusters of the last few years, and understand something. If that happens, and that was their whole premise, what if that takes place? Ancient Aliens, in its who knows how many seasons now, totally absurd, total insanity to anybody that has rational thought whatsoever. Ancient Aliens? Really? 20 seasons and probably counting. You see, we are being systematically indoctrinated. To do what? Well, here, to understand it this way. And all clear and intelligent thinkers are soon to come to the terms with the idea that we are soon to be, or have already been, visited by intelligent beings from another galaxy. That's the point. We're indoctrinated so that all clear and intelligent thinkers are going to come to grips with it. The government will soon admit to having experimented with or harnessed alien technology. Eventually, we will be informed that these entities are here to help us and mean us no harm. They have, in fact, been here for many, 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 many years. And they have been here for a long time to share their technology with us. One guy told me one time, he said, the technology that we have learned has been given to us by those intelligent beings. And I said, how so? He said, do you have a cell phone? I said, yes. Most people do. Most 5-year-olds have a cell phone. He said, where do you think that technology came from? Okay, maybe a stretch, but understand, we are being indoctrinated. Well, that will conclude this session. We'll pick it up on the next one. Stay with us. 2 more sessions coming. We'll find out just who E.T. really is.